Welcome, everybody. Top Networkers Group presents 1MLM System Program Training for Stiforp Profits. This is one of the staple programs that have been in our system from day one. But just a disclaimer here at the very start of every single one of our program trainings is that any of these programs can be, removed from our system at any time. One of the things that we want to make sure everyone understands about network marketing is that, in general, businesses don't, last past their first 5 years. And so anytime we're looking at any program or any business that is less than 5 years old, there is always a chance of them going out of business. That being said, what we have noticed is that what makes a company grow or, stay in business is growth. If the company is growing, if the distributors are producing, then that company will be around, generally speaking. If a company is struggling with growth, then this is what causes a lot of these companies to go out of business. And so keep it in mind as you're looking at any program that we present to you in the 1MLM system, that none of these programs are necessarily something that we feel that you're going to retire on by themselves. We do feel that all of these programs offer you value, and that when we combine these programs together, they become stronger. So long as you and I focus on what we need to focus on, and that is our network, building our network and making sure that you and I are looking at the long haul. See, if we have a network, if we have a structure, then the programs we participate in now become secondary. So in other words, if we grow our network to 10,000, 100,000 people strong, the programs that we're participating in will be around because of our network. Okay. So with that being said, and this is just a disclaimer you'll hear on just about every program training video we do, I want to talk Stiforp Profits. Okay. Let's go screen share here, you guys. I want to get right into Stiforp Profits. Okay. So what you're looking at here right now, this is actually the inside of Stiforp Profits. Now, this is on our $50 level. That being said, this is not a program that is expensive. So keep that in mind. It's $50 one time. Okay. That's the cost to join. It's actually $40 to join, but it's $10 a month to use Stiforp Profits. So we're talking about a very inexpensive income opportunity. $10 is your monthly overhead for Stiforp Profits, and you get a ton of stuff for $10. Okay. What you want to understand is this is a lead capture. This is the main reason that we threw this in our system. This is all about capturing leads, guys. This is our internet marketing monster. Let me show you some of the things that you get with Stiforp Profits. I am on the My Tools tab because when you log in, this is your home tab. This is what you'll see when you log in. There's a ton of stuff to read. Please go through it if you've signed up for this program. Click on My Tools. I want you to see the stuff that you get. Okay. Now, first they have your tools to take any business to the next level. Now, you guys, this is Top Networkers Group. And one of the things that we have always been about is teaching you about branding yourself and being about the team, not the company. Well, what that also means is that you want to embrace that people are going to join you, not a company. It's the same concept here. We're saying that if we grow our team, people will grow our team, and they won't pay attention to the programs and the opportunities. They won't make it a big deal, right? Because that's really not a big deal. What matters is that we can grow a network and stay together and move long term together. And we don't have to participate in everything that is in the system, but if we have a few programs in common, our network will be strong and we'll make money in several places together. So that's the focus. And this is the same concept with you as a marketer, you yourself. You want people to join you. You want people to work with you, regardless of what program or company you're involved in. And what I have always liked about Stiforp is they have given us the ability to use tools to brand ourselves. And when they first rolled this thing out, they had a lot of generic pages, which, again, generic pages are cool, but after 100 people are using the same generic page, it's like, okay, I need a little more flexibility. Well, what they did that I loved is they added flexibility. They gave us landing pages, which we could customize by putting our own video in those pages. Now, our Chief Vision Officer Emeritus, Milton Muzan, did something fantastic with most of his Stiforp pages. He really used them to build a dynamic list for his Soul of A opportunity. He cut a video on YouTube. And I'm going to put these steps down for you guys. That was specifically for one of his landing pages that he got through Stiforp. And he simply put his video on that page, directed traffic to that page, and now people were opting into that list to work with him, right? Now, this is very important, right? For those of us that are out here building lists, one of the things that we want to understand about building a list is that the fortune is in the list. We always see the fortune is in the follow-up. Well, that's because the fortune is in the list. If you have a list, you have people that you can talk to about your business, people that you can continually talk to about your business, people you can follow up with. See, if you don't have anybody that you can follow up with, you're not going to make the kind of money that you want to make in this industry. So having a list is one of the most important things. In fact, when I got into this industry in 1999, it was the first thing that I was trained on, writing down a list of names of people I knew. Now, we're in 2014, and what many of us in the industry have come to find out is oftentimes family and friends are some of the worst people to approach about a business. Now, truth is, this really depends on what kind of friends and family you have. Some people have the kind of friends and family where they can reach out to them first about a business, and they have the kind of friends and family that will act on a business idea. Then there are the rest of us where our friends and family are more interested in a job, right? They don't want a business of their own, and they're not really so excited about supporting your business. So again, this really is why we make the list in the first place, so we can figure out who is who. Now, what most of us find is that we have to go beyond our friends and family. So what we start doing is we start jotting down the names of people that we know, facial recognition. Those people at the grocery store, the clerk who we see all the time, the doctors at the doctor's office, some of the people helping out, the people at the cleaners, the businesses that we frequent and the people we interact with. We start jotting down those names and saying, you know what, I think one of these days I'm going to approach them about this opportunity. Excuse me. So I'm talking old school stuff here, and what a lot of us found out about that is the person at the grocery store, the person at the cleaners, these people that we interact with on a business level, most of them are employees. They're not what we would call a targeted lead. They're not someone that we really want to approach about a business because they've never asked us anything about a business, right? So even that is a bad lead, but the purpose of making this list, you guys, has taught us marketers a lot of things. It's taught us who we should approach and who we shouldn't approach, who's more open, who's a qualified lead, a qualified prospect, right? This is what has gotten so many marketers buying lists of leads. Now, what marketers are doing is they're actually contacting people who have either participated in an income opportunity or who have maybe filled out some information at some point in time. Now, again, what we have found out is that this is also a very ineffective way to build your business. You can buy leads, but none of these people know you. So when you're contacting them, yeah, they might be open to making money, but chances are they're already in an income opportunity and they're not looking to be recruited for something else. So all of this brings us back to what is really and truly the perfect way to build your list. It's the same way we've always done it. See, what we found out back in those old days, you guys, is we might start with friends and family, and we might actually approach some of those people that we did business with, you know, the people at the stores and whatnot. But what we found out is most of them, though they weren't interested themselves, they might refer us to a couple of people. Some of them might even allow us to approach them in 3 to 4 months, right? Okay, not open now, but maybe 3 or 4 months from now, I might be open. Okay, awesome. So what we would do is we would write their name on our list and we would put like a little note next to them, follow up with this person in 3 or 4 months, right? Meanwhile, we would continue to meet people. So in the old days, of course, going out and prospecting meant going out to malls, going out to where people were. Maybe you throw on a suit and tie, you have your business cards on you, and you sort of look for people to strike up conversation with. Now, naturally, this wasn't for everybody, but those of us who it was for, this is the stuff that we did. And in striking up conversation with people, you could meet folks who might be open to talking about business. You might be able to get their information so that you could follow up with them. And that was the whole goal, was to really go out and get 5 to 10 numbers of prospects that you met on the street. Now, again, I'm talking old school. What so many of us marketers love about today is we don't have to walk around wandering, talking to strangers anymore, right? Now we can do a lot of this online through social media. Now, if you don't understand the old school though, right, then you're going to make a mistake that so many people are making with this great, awesome technology, and that is not treating people like people. So you still have to take people through this process of actually having a conversation, right? And then getting their name and information so you can follow up with them later about a business, because this is what you want to do. You want to learn how to have a conversation. This isn't the training for that, but we have trainings, all that, you guys. So I hope you've already watched those trainings. This is specifically about this program, Stiforp. And what I'm trying to explain to you is sort of the process that happens to get a person to your landing page. You have to have conversations with people. We're top networkers group, so if you're waving this flag, you better be networking, not spamming, not relying on automated software to do all of your work for you. Because your real work is going to come through building relationships. At the very least, say hello to people. Find out who they are. Find out what they're doing, right? And in the course of your conversation, ask them, hey, are you open to making money? You know, don't shove information down their throats. You ask them, hey, are you open to making money? If they say, yeah, they're open, how would I do it? That's where you give them your landing page. You say, take a look at this information. It's 3 to 5 minutes long. If you like it, put your email in the box to see more. All right. Or you can even ask them, what's your email? I'll send you some information. Okay. A better approach, again, is just to simply, tell them, hey, put your email in the page here and you'll get all the information on it. And then we can talk after you've had a chance to look over some of this information. Right now, again, these are just a few ways. Please, please, please study information on how to drive traffic. Okay. to your landing pages. Again, I'm just talking about a conversational method. But there are all kinds of ways to drive traffic. When you're doing your marketing, when you're posting links on social media sites, if you're making YouTube videos, right? If you're engaging on the internet in places that allow you to advertise, you should be advertising pages that capture information. Okay? Now, it's always your choice as a marketer. You can send someone directly to a landing page, which is pretty much a landing page has the information. It may have a sign-up link for your opportunity. It may have a video with an overview that's going into detail on that opportunity. That's a landing page. Please write that down. Okay? That's a landing page. But what you should do, I'm just being honest. I mean, it's your choice. You should send people to lead capture pages. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Even I'll make a discretionary decision from time to time to just send people directly to a landing page. And what I notice, you know, personally, is that it's still always better to send people to lead capture pages because what you're doing is you're actually sorting people. See, if a person actually fills their email out, if they get on your list, they're telling you, I want to hear about information from you. So now that you have people filling out their emails and getting on your list, here's the next thing. You want to make sure that you're contacting them, that you're emailing them, that you're sending emails to your list. Now, there's a debate. Okay, I'm just going to get into this. There's a debate in terms of how many emails should you send to your list. And again, it's up to you as a marketer. As you know, it's your list. You get to decide how many emails you want to send out. Now, is there a such thing as sending out too many emails? I personally think there are. You know, there are some people who send out 4 or 5 emails a day. What ends up happening is you don't open any of them because you're always getting emailed from that person every single day. It seems like 4 or 5 times a day. That can be overkill. There's some people who never email me. And what happens is now you forget you were even on that list because you never hear from that person. So naturally, we're talking common sense, which I understand is not common, but we want to have some common sense. We want to be somewhere in the middle. You want to contact your list often. Here's what's even better to do. Have pre-written emails set to go out to that list. The longer, the better. Let's say you've got a 60-day campaign. So you've got 60 emails ready to go out to whoever signs up on your list. I'm just telling you guys from experience. If someone gets 60 emails from you, that's one form of building a relationship. Now, it's a one-way relationship, granted, right? But hopefully in those emails that you're sending out, you're constantly inviting them to connect with you on Facebook, to email back, right? And depending on the person, to pick the phone up and call you. Look, I'm gonna be honest. My personal preference, I don't like to just give my number out because I've had so many folks who call me and waste my time. Just being honest, right? I'm a busy dude. I don't have time to be on the phone and listen to someone who just likes to hear themselves talk. And there's a lot of marketers like that. Okay. So when I'm on a phone call, I like that phone call to be productive. And again, I'm just talking about me. Now, when we look specifically at Stiforp, okay, they give you tools to do all the things I'm talking about right now. And that should be what you see on the screen. Let's get back to our screen here, because I know I was talking. But all of that's important, right? First things first. You can actually load up to 500 email addresses per month for free. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. And of course, you can, you can add, a lot more if you have one of their higher packages. You can also send up to 20 emails per month to your list, which is pretty awesome. Okay, because again, I was just talking about 60. Really and truly, if you do 20, that's pretty good too. Imagine for a moment that your list is hearing from you 10 to 20 times a month. Even if your emails are simple, hey, how are you? How have you been? Fill me in. Let me know what you're up to. Have you seen what I'm doing lately? Can we connect? Can we make money? This is the purpose of you reading books and listening to audios and coming to training, so that you'll learn the language that you could be using in your own emails to your own list. And you want to pique their interest in these emails. Hey, wouldn't you like to make money with me? Are you open to getting paid on what I'm getting paid on? Have you actually taken a look at this opportunity that I'm so excited about? Ask your list questions, okay? Write questions down. Constantly work on your skill set, you guys, right? Constantly continue to build yourself up and learn the language and the types of conversations that you need to be having in general, so that you can now work this into your lists and into your emails that are going out to your list. So it's very, very important. Now, through our program training, you guys, I'm going to tell you guys some things that you don't really need in these programs. So, multiple templates to make your emails look professional. Those are cool. Okay, don't act like you need to use them. They can be an enhancement. But where it says lead source recommendations to maximize your results, I'm just going to be honest about you guys. This is Stiforp trying to make some extra money. Okay, we don't buy leads. We're a top networkers group, you guys. We get our own leads. All right, we develop our own leads, and this is the stuff I'm talking to you guys about now. Okay, having conversations with people directly on social media, directing them to a lead capture page, and when you're marketing, directing traffic to a lead capture page. We recommend blogging, and we recommend learning SEO through our other $50 level program, which focuses on that skill set of getting traffic coming to your site, and then sending that traffic to a lead capture page. Okay, so this is important stuff, right? Now, you can have multiple lead capture pages. This is something that some people understand, some folks don't. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you have a set email campaign ready to go out to whoever subscribes to whatever list they're opting into, because that's important, because you want them to start developing a relationship with you and getting to know you and getting used to hearing from you. Okay, and some of the things that I've talked about so far that I hope you're all tying into together. If you have a YouTube channel, if you're making YouTube videos, you can email this kind of stuff out to your list. And again, a lot of times maybe your email list, maybe they're not reading the emails, but they find out you have a video, they'll go watch that video, right? If you recorded an audio, they might be more apt to listen to the audio. It just depends on the person, where they are, when they see the email. There's a lot of variables going on. So you want to keep these things in mind, and you want to have a list for that reason, so you can send various things out to that list. Maybe you're doing a webinar. You can now let your list know, I have a webinar coming up. if you're part of an opportunity and they're throwing a online presentation or a local presentation, you can now send this information out to your list. So it's so important that you are capturing leads and then creating ways to follow up with those leads. Let's go briefly down to the personalized landing page. I have to talk about this. Let's actually click on this here, guys. All right. All right. Awesome. Okay. Here's one of the pages that you guys can personalize here. All right. Now, this is a generic video that they give you, right? So this is sort of an example of how that looks. And these are one of those pages that you absolutely do want to customize for your use. Okay. Let's also show you this other one here. All right. And what you guys will see here with this link is that this is when I actually customized for my own use. This one, as you guys will see here, this one here, the website about me, it's actually set to send people to a social networking for money page that, was, pretty much the, purpose of this entire thing. So what I was doing with some of my marketing is I was sending people to this page, capturing those leads, and then directly sending them over to the social networking for money page. If I can open that up. Okay. Now, let me stop this. Okay, awesome. Now, this is an old page, you guys. This is something that, was a great, tool for me personally that I was utilizing in my own marketing. This is something that, again, depending on who you are and what level of skill you have, this is something that you absolutely could do for yourself as well. Create some content, put it on a web page where people can land on the page and leave their comments. And of course, this was some specific training to help network marketers, regardless of what company that they're in. And again, it was a natural way to get people onto a list. Now, here's an old list that I was using. And this is actually tied into a free, email marketing software that I actually don't use anymore. I still have access to a pretty decent list here. And I'm going to be contacting them soon, but for the most part, I don't like how the service sort of comes with some, it's free, so they sort of make you take on a couple things. Like there's some emails that the guy sends out to you, and it's a lot of things I don't really want to endorse. So anyway, it's a nice little service, but I found some other free services that we will probably be tying in here to our system very soon. I'm actually testing a few out myself as we speak. But again, the purpose here is for me to show you how this sort of works. Okay. So a person would come here, fill their information out. And the way I had it set up is they would now go right here and they would get specific information on top networker group. Now, honestly, I'm not sure how many people filled out both forms. I'm sure I got a few leads here as well. Okay. But the main thing was to expose them to this information. So now when I'm emailing them, they can remember, oh, that's the guy with the social networking. Okay, blah, blah. And again, some of these guys ended up signing up for the 1MLM system. This gentleman here signed up for the 1MLM system. He and I ended up speaking on and off several times. This gentleman here was also in the 1MLM system. And this awesome, fantastic leader here, we worked together on and off. In a few top networker group programs. And again, this is just a small sample of what you see here in terms of my own marketing and the things that I do and have been doing. And I absolutely encourage you to do something like this as well. Set your landing pages up. Now, again, through the 1MLM system, we give you tons of landing pages, things that you can direct traffic to. So again, it's up to you. This is where you get creative, and you as a marketer decide what you want to send people to. So you capture the lead and you send them where you want to send them. Okay? Now think about it. Actually think about where you want people going. So just for example's sake, if your lead capture page is about an opportunity, a specific opportunity, then your landing page should probably be about that opportunity, right? If your lead capture page is about, hey, I want you to work with me, and they opt in, now your landing page can be anything you want it to be. It can be an opportunity, it can be the system, it can be a blog, it can be anything you want it to be because you're a lot more general on your lead capture page. So see, one of the things that lots of people will teach you, especially along the lines of branding yourself, not your company, is that when you're using lead capture pages, you don't want to talk about your company. Okay. Once you get folks on your list, now they can hear about your company. Now they can get emails about this capture page and this, or not capture, I'm sorry, this landing page and that landing page. And, these are now places that you can now direct people to once they're on your list. Okay. So let's close this part out here, you guys. All right. Now this page here, you guys, as you can see, I never actually set this one up. But it's here for me if I want to use it. And that's the point I'm making to you guys. You can use both of these pages. They're personalized. You can pretty much change up all this wording here. Okay. All the wording down here. You can change the video out. So there's a lot that you can do with these pages for just $10 a month. Okay. It's awesome. All right. And of course, you would click here for my business contacts in order to actually review the people who have opted in to your list. And that's always awesome as well. Now, in terms of, let's go back to my tools here. Let's go here to these. Now, these are your other pages. Okay, these are landing pages that they also call them, but what they really are is their lead capture pages as well. Okay. And I don't actually send much traffic to these right now. I'll just sort of show you guys an example of them real quick. Hold on. Okay. So these were some of the generic pages that Stiforp Profits rolled out. Okay. What I decided to actually do, and I'm going to show this to you guys in just a moment here, is since these pages are actually, and I'm just going to be real, some of you guys might like these, but I never really liked these pages. Okay. So what I decided to actually do, and they work, trust me, I've tested it myself. Okay. Stop this. All right. Let's go back. Let's do this again so you guys can kind of see and understand what's going on here. Okay. All right. On this lead capture page, what you will notice is a first name, last name, phone, email, confirm email, take tour. Okay. Let's look at these here. Now, these are lead capture pages for the 1MLM system. These are only available to members of our team who are using Stiforp Profits. So if you're not a member of Stiforp Profits, you won't even see these pages. If you are signed up for Stiforp Profits, you will see these pages. Okay. Now, I'll show you guys where those are in just a moment as well. Well, actually, the pages will show up on the $50 level tab in the Stiforp section. You'll see the option to use these pages, and also you'll see specific information about adding our pre-written follow-up campaign, which I took down for a moment. And I want to sort of say this to you guys now. If you use the pre-written campaign, don't be lazy, okay? Go through it and edit the campaign. That's what the instructions tell you. But also, I would say, use the pre-written campaign as a outline and actually do the work of rewriting those emails so they sound like they're coming from you. Okay, that's very important. Now, I found that that's true. It doesn't actually work for me when I use other people's, as they like to call it, swipe copy. I found it's more effective for me when people get emails from me. It sounds like it's from me. And so this is something that I'm teaching others, and I'm seeing it's working for them. So do that, you guys. Rewrite the emails. In fact, I encourage you to come up with your own email campaigns for everything that you're doing. Okay, this is so important stuff. So anyway, put all your information in here, and you guys will see it's the same information that the other ones asked for. And the reason why is because this page is actually rigged to send your leads directly to Stiforp in the My Business contact area. Okay. All right. So don't even worry about these pages. In fact, what we've done is we've actually tied this to the My Opportunity Plus page. Okay. And again, we have a lot more information in the Stiforp tab for those of you that are using the capture page, so you can understand what's going on. Now, the landing page, as you can see here, is already rigged to take people to the 1mlm system. Okay. Now, this is just how this one is set up. The code on this page is actually rigged to take people to our new landing page. And there are going to be some updates. So if you don't see it right now, it means that these are being reworked on. In fact, the video needs to be changed here. We've had to change a couple of things here and there. So again, we are absolutely about to revamp a lot of this here. Hold on. I'm sorry. Awesome. 185 likes. I'll take it. All right. And what you may have noticed is, depending on who the user is, this information is specific to each person. So it's each one of these pages are treated like different pages. So that's important too. But again, this page here will actually take people once they opt in to our landing page, and so that's what you see most of the time when you're looking at these pages here, guys. These pages, these have had, and the entire purpose of them has always been these are landing pages. Okay, so these are really not supposed to be the first exposure for a person anyway. Okay, even when this was the main page that most of you guys were sending folks to, really and truly, this is supposed to be your landing page. This is where you send people to after they opt in, after they give you their information. Okay, because you send them here, and what we were having before is they only saw this. right? You had to watch this presentation. They really couldn't see anything else. And I still want people to watch this presentation. But for now, because we're doing a couple of things, we're adding a couple of things, we're revamping a couple of things. This is sort of operating as another way to expose people. And so, again, I'm telling you guys, this is going to be effective for you. This is going to be very, very effective for you. Make sure you're sending traffic to these pages. And again, there's some more stuff in here that you'll want to see. But let's go back here to Stiforp. Okay. Now, if you'll notice, I'm not talking about the money that you can make too much here because we do have videos that speak specifically to the compensation plan. This is just to sort of show you how to use this program in conjunction with our system. So far, what I'm showing you guys here is if you're part of it, you'll be able to use our capture pages, which take place of these capture pages, okay? Because they're generic. But we do encourage you to use let's go back here. We do encourage you to use the 2 landing pages that allow you to, well, they're actually lead capture, but they call them landing. But these here are the personalized pages. Okay, use these. Okay, don't worry about these, right? The video spokesperson on your site, again, it's kind of corny. Don't even worry about that, all right? The interactive flash movie presentations, again, these are very generic. Don't really worry about those too much, okay? All right. Yeah, these here, guys, these are really just for you to look at. These sort of give you an idea for those that are using their generic sites. These are how their templates look. And again, you know, I don't use any of these, you guys, so I don't encourage you guys to worry about these too much either. Now, this is important. I sort of just got done saying this. Studies prove that it takes up to 7 or more exposures before potential customers make a purchase. Now you can automate that follow-up and maximize your closing ratio. So you want to go here to your autoresponders in order to set your autoresponders up and to actually make sure that your leads are getting emails. And again, here's where you go for your business contacts to actually look at who has opted in, okay? The My Traffic Rotator, I'm just going to be honest with you. This is an extra thing that you can use, but you know, it's not going to make or break your business. Don't worry about that too much. The banner ads, same deal, you guys. You know, I don't recommend this. Here, I'll just show it to you guys here. You know, I don't recommend this too much, you know, for a lot of you guys who are just starting out. But let me just sort of show you guys what's going on here. Okay. All right. This is for those of you who just want to sort of learn, you know, wording. You know, I kind of was talking about this a moment ago. These are pre-written emails, okay, that you can use. But what you want to do is you really want to learn how to, you know, change some of the stuff around so it sounds like it's coming from you, okay? And what you'll notice is, you know, these are what are known as tags. So this, you know, this here will put their first name in the email. So if you're sending this email out to multiple people, you know, whatever first name they put in is going to show up here. And so this is sort of showing you how their tagging system works, you know. And again, this is sort of showing you where to put your URL. So if you want to put your information, your URL there, so you would replace these, right? You would, you know, go through here and you would edit these, right? I'm sorry. You also notice the my email, and they explain all of this to you on your auto responder pages when you're actually, you know, going to, learn how to use what they give you. Okay, again, these are some generic messages. These have nothing to do with any specific company. The first ones I was showing you were Stiforp messages. For those of you that want to just promote Stiforp, now we've already told you why you don't want to just promote Stiforp, but here you go. These are some ideas. Again, these are just ideas. So I don't recommend using them word for word. I recommend learning how to sort of structure your emails based on these outlines that they're giving you. Here are some emails that you can send to other networkers. Okay. Now, again, some of this language, again, it's up to you. I would change a lot of this stuff around personally. So that, great company, looks like things are rocking for you. I've got something that could help double or even triple your income in your company and put a few extra $1,000 a month in your pocket on the side. Not a bad way of phrasing it, but I would put a question in it. Looks like things are rocking for you. Hey, are you open to looking at something that might double or triple your income in your company and put an extra few $1,000 a month in your pocket on the side? Question mark. Right? Are you open to looking at a way to, make some extra money outside of what you're currently doing? Right? See, I would rephrase that. All right, you guys. Here again, these are just templates for you to sort of learn some language. Here it is it gives you all the tools you need to explode your business on the internet. Again, I would change that around from a statement to a question. Are you open to looking at tools that you can use to explode your business, no matter what it is, on the internet? Okay, question mark. Right? That question will change how people respond to what you're saying. Now, again, I'm just I'm not trying to put down their training here with Stiforp, but this is one of the things that I would do if I were you, is I would use questions rather than statements when you're talking to people. And I would never actually send this out as an email to a random person. If they were already on my list, I might use some of this language, and I would, again, change these things around to questions in order to get people to check out a link in order to get them exposed. All right, let's go back. The banner advertising, I believe they're giving you some banners. Yeah, so, okay, so I thought. All right, so I don't really recommend using these banners, you guys. They're in here, but a lot of them are very, very generic. However, you can use them, right? Click on HTML code. I hope you guys can see this box that pops up. I don't know if that comes through on the screen share there. I know that doesn't come through on the screen share. Okay. So there's going to be a box that pops up. It's going to give you the actual HTML code. Now, for banner marketing, you have to be using some type of platform that accepts HTML. So this comes back to blogging. If you're blogging, then you can put banners in your blogs. If you're on HTML-based social networking sites, you can use HTML there. Some of you guys aren't even ready for the HTML level yet, but a lot of you guys are. These are okay banners. Okay, they're not something that I feel are awesome. But you can use some of them if you see fit. Okay. And these are some of the flash banners, which again, same deal. I'm not really highly recommending them. In fact, it looks like wherever they were hosting these at, they're no longer there because they're not actually showing up. So as far as the banners go, that's not really going to help you with your email marketing, right? Classified newspaper ads, and I'm sorry, so something I skipped over. They are selling some sources where you can actually, do stuff. Again, stay away from that. Classified newspaper ads. I'm just going to be real here again. Anything that makes you feel like you should pay for it, don't even worry about that. But again, they're sort of just giving you some ideas, guys, some way to create ads for classified ads in newspapers that you can now submit. And, you know, again, these are just ideas. So use them to sort of structure your own ads, your own advertisements. Again, always put your stamp on it, put your spin on it, so that it's coming from you, right? So again, a lot of this stuff here on this page, you guys, I don't really recommend it too highly, as you can tell. It can help you in some ways, though. You can learn lessons from it. And so again, it's, you know, it's not a bad section, but, you know, it's not really something that I'm overly excited about. The webinars, I want to show you guys just for just a quick second. Okay. This is one of those tools that is included for $10 a month that honestly, you know, many of us don't really use, quite frankly, enough. But for those of you who are at that level where you're able to conduct meetings, you can actually set up your own, you know, webinars through Stiforp, no additional cost. What you want to do is you have to email Stiforp, let them know the date and time, let them know your Stiforp ID number, right? And the number of seats you need. So 50 seats, 100 seats, right? 10 seats, okay? And then also the name of the webinar, okay? Now, you want to do it at least 3 days in advance so you can actually set it up, and they will block out time and create a specific event for you to use. They'll email all the information to you. It's pretty cool, actually. Okay. And so again, for those of you that don't know how to use Google Hangout or don't use other webinar software, this can be an absolutely, you know, awesome tool for you to use as well. And when we go back to our list again, you can create an event and then let your list know. Send them 3, 4, 5 emails about the event that is coming up, and generally speaking, they'll have time to plan for it, and people will show up. So, hey, that's the webinar tool. I just want to make sure I cover the stuff that I feel is important for you. The conference call bridges, I'm just going to be real about it. Don't even worry about this. Right? We have another tool that you can use. It's totally free for conference calls. In fact, leave a comment if you're, you know, curious as to what tool it is. We may start to include that in the system somewhere, but really and truly, you know, holding conference calls, that's a leadership thing. So, you know, it's going to be one of those things where our leaders will know about it. And, you know, let's go to the very bottom. Okay. Pay no attention to these tools either. Right? Pay no attention. You know, we don't need virtual assistants, and we absolutely don't want to use a phone burner. Calling prospects, I hang up on these. These are automated calling people. No need for any of this stuff, you guys. Okay, but I'm not mad at Stiforp for selling it. But you know, now that you have seen our program training on it, you know you don't have to actually use it. All right. Now, as far as the pay plan goes, I'm only going to cover this so you'll understand, you know, how you get paid and what you're being paid through Stiforp. But really and truly, I have to explain it in the context of the 1MLM system. Okay. So here's the main thing I want to I want to go over, because we're actually about to close the program training out. The purpose of this program is to give you tools to begin building a list in case you're not using any other list building software. Now, I also use, in addition to Stiforp, I use Aweber. Okay, we're actually in the process of tying that into our system. For those who use Aweber now, they'll love it. Aweber has an affiliate program, so we're going to add their affiliate to our system, allowing those of us who are building our networks to have a simple way for our teams to duplicate us, okay, to do the exact same things that we're doing. So we're focusing on team. We're building our team first. We're investing money here and there in programs that, benefit us, that teach us things. And what's going to happen as a byproduct is these companies will pay us, right? So Stiforp is very simple. It is a 2x14 forced matrix. Okay? A 2x14 forced matrix. They have bonuses. They have some interesting ways for you to make money. Okay. Very simple though, you guys. We're not even worried about all of the specifics here. What we want to focus on as Top Networkers Group is each of us want to find 3 to 5 business partners. This is our lifetime goal. We need 3 to 5 business partners that want to work with us for the long haul. Because some of the things that we want to do in the future have nothing to do with MLM. Like we're already talking about selling our own t-shirts, creating our own products from Top Networkers Group that will pay us higher commissions as we sell them. We're actually talking about having our own customer bases that have nothing to do with distributing products, simply consumers. Because this is the foundation of MLM. Now, we're not going to get too many customers on Stiforp, right? Not right now. Okay, there may be some people in the future who join Stiforp simply to use the tools. Okay, the truth is a lot of people who do join Stiforp join for the money. Okay, and the reason it hasn't been that successful is because of the same reason that so many companies in the industry haven't been successful. There are too many companies. So every time a new company comes out, folks are jumping to this, jumping to that. This is why so many people in MLM are broke. This is why we're different here at Top Networkers Group. We're focused on our team, not the company. We recognize that we are the value, that we are the reason a company stays around or goes out of business. We're smarter than other networkers here. Okay, so with Stiforp Profits, please understand something. If you build it, they will come. And by they will come, I'm talking about income. There's a lot of money in the business that I'm showing you guys here. There's a lot of money. A lot of money. And I'm going to show you guys something. Okay. $8,000 a month. $8,000 a month is possible through Stiforp. And that's just a base level. There's a lot more income available than that. But I'm just showing you that so you understand what's possible. $10 opportunity, tons of value for you and I. And on the back end, we can make a ton of money. I'll show you guys this here. 2,000 on the low end a month. Okay, this is for people who fill up 12 levels. 12 levels, they're making about $2,000 a month. Here's what's awesome, right? The person fills out 13 levels. They're looking at $4,000 a month. They fill out all 14. They're looking at $8,000 a month, and there's a lot of extra money on top of that, but that's the base. And I'm telling you guys, they pay out. If you build it, they will come. They will build you. They will send you your money. Okay. What you want to understand here is in order to fill this out, you're talking about a lot of people. Okay. Now, just bear with me here. Okay. 2x14, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Okay. So we're talking about as you go further and further, it doubles. So 128 on your 7th. As you get down, we're talking about thousands of people, right? So again, what some folks say is, well, I have to put thousands of people in order to make that kind of money. That is true, right? But if you're a professional network marketer, don't you want to build an organization of thousands anyway? So hope that kills that whole conversation, you guys. You want to build a big organization. But what we're talking about through Top Networkers Group is that organization is going to be making you money in multiple places, not just one. So we have something in place right now through GDI, which has taken the place of our other original $10 program, which pays you $1 per person in your network. And I want you to follow this with me. 3 to 5 business partners. That's your goal. Okay. Now, I'm not drawing it out here on the screen. I do apologize. So I hope that you pull out a pen and pad and you start jotting down 3 to 5 who get 3 to 5. So in other words, do a 3 who get 3, who get 3, who get 3. Then write down the example of 5 who get 5, who get 5. So in other words, if you sponsor 3 people, or if you find 3 business partners to work with you in TNG, and they find 3, that's 9. If they find 3, that's 27. If they find 3, that's 81. Okay, so on and so forth. Take it down maybe 7 levels. All right. Then do the same example with 5. So if you have 5 business partners who have 5 business partners, okay, who have 5, what happens is if you have 5, they have 5, that's 25. Those 25 have 5, that's 125. Those 125 have 5, that's 625. If you can tell, I've done a lot of presentations. All right, so draw it out so you can see it yourself. Now, understand what I'm showing you here. If you will just simply apply your network, if we just focus on the main thing, so let's take $10 a month GDI. Let's start there. You have 5 who have 5 who have 5 who have 5. Okay, everybody's paying $10 a month. What's going to start happening is a lot of you are going to be generating some decent money just from GDI alone. Building an organization of thousands won't be complicated at all, and we're all going to be making some decent money. But then you add Stiforp to it. So now you're talking about without having to do anything extra, without having to go recruit new people, you and your business partners will now add an extra $2,000 to whatever you're making overnight as your people fall into Stiforp. Then all of a sudden, you and your business partners, you and your 5 business partners, your income increases to an extra $4,000 a month as your people fall into Stiforp. Then it goes up an extra $8,000 a month as your people fall into Stiforp. That's why this is in the system, you guys. It's a powerful income opportunity. All right. So that's really all I want to train on in this program training for Stiforp. Because again, the purpose of this is to teach you how this fits into our system. Use the program for its tools, get the value out of it. But overall, focus on finding your 3 to 5 people, your 3 to 5 business partners that want to work with you. Focus on sending information out to your list that paints a vision of what we're up to. Let them know that we're about the team, not the company. Let them know, okay, that we're about multiple streams of income. Ask questions in those emails, right? Invite them to connect with you, right? Invite them to meet you on social media, to meet you in the live office during a live event, right? Invite them to come talk to you. Email them constantly. Not too much, but constantly. Stay in touch. Make sure that they know who you are. And the ones who want to work with you, you guys, they're going to identify themselves. You will find 3 to 5 business partners. And then you can teach them to do the exact same things that we're doing so that they can find 3 to 5 business partners, right? We're going to build this thing huge. And this program is going to benefit from us. And I want you to understand that. See, it's not about us benefiting from the program. Stiforp is cool, right? But really and truly, they need us. This is true for every program. In fact, the $10 program that GDI replaced, same deal. They needed us. They need us to build the network. They need us to be a network. So we're the most valuable people here, right? So keep that in mind as we work together in this partnership. And I'm glad to be working with you. Thank you for watching this program training. As always, I will see you at the very top. Let's get there together. Top Networkers Group.